Over the 11-year lifespan of GTA Online, there are many things that we have all done at one point or another, whether it be like following traffic laws, picking up a prostitute, or robbing stores. We have all done these things. And I'm going to be covering 20 of the things we have all done in this game or are eventually going to do in this game. So let's get started at number 1. First up, we have follow traffic rules. Sometimes you just have to slow down and enjoy the ride. Of course, there is servers dedicated for role-playing on PC, where the whole purpose is to follow rules or break rules, whatever you want to say, and it's very realistic. But in GTA, you don't have to follow the rules, of course, and that's what makes following the rules enjoyable. You can just slow it down occasionally, you don't have to drive 100 miles an hour down every single street, and sometimes you just kinda need it to relax. Contrary to that, we got off-roading. Now, from my personal experience doing this, I enjoy bringing out like the biggest vehicles, the biggest trucks, the vehicles with the most realistic suspensions, because it's just really nice to look at that. When a truck hits the ground and the suspension goes all the way up, or all the way down, I guess however you want to think about it, it's just cool watching that. And then other vehicles have a very rough suspension, and it's just really unique to see the different ways vehicles act in this game on different terrain. And then when you're playing any video game ever, you instantly look at what is the highest point you can reach in that game, and you just kind of want to go to it and see how high you can get. And fortunately, in this game, you can do that on Mount Chiliad, the highest point of any mountain in the game. And it's not really a challenge to go up it if you're experienced, but if you're inexperienced, you might just completely fly off. Sometimes I even fly off, and I feel like I'm pretty good at driving in this game, but it's always fun to go up Mount Chiliad. And then sometimes you just want to go on a spree. I guess I can't say that word. You want to go on a 5-star wanted level spree. Taking out all the cops in front of your way, taking out every NPC, and just taking out the stress that you got built up. Or you just want to have fun. Get in a tank and blow some shit up. And I'm not sure what these things are called up for Zancudo, but almost every single time a video like this is made, we always got to mention these yellow things. I don't know what they're called. Someone is going to have to let me know in the comment section, but it's so satisfying hitting every single one of these. And we all do it, let's be real. Now this is going to be a contribution to my old GTA veteran players. We have all hit the side of this hill at one point. I remember watching GTA streamers like in 2014, 2015, when there was like car meets and people were actually having a good time. I saw so many people use this hill as a ramp. Sometimes you'll land on the road. Sometimes you're going to hit a tree like I did. And you can use it as a shortcut in some heists, which I do, and other times you just want to get some big air, and this hill is great for that. Now this is going to kind of contradict the point of this video, but taking out the valet. I never really knew this was a thing until a couple of years ago. I guess I just never really hopped on a train for this. Of course, in the video, it's like one of my first times taking out the valet, I think, and everyone used to do this. They even made a heist setup in the Diamond Casino heist, referencing that the Diamond Valet keeps getting taken out, which is very cool. And when you always get that very nice sounding car that's so pleasing to your ears, you always just go inside of a tunnel and rev it. Some people do this in real life as well, and I don't blame you. You want to hear the sound of your car, and a tunnel is kind of the best way to do it because it echoes through the whole thing, and if you turn your game volume really high, I mean, it's going to sound even better. And I think a lot of people can see this coming. You, at one point, tried to stop the train when you didn't know that it couldn't be stopped. There's so many videos of clickbaiting where they're like, I stopped the train in the game, and shit like that, where they probably just used a mod menu to completely stop it. But I do remember a long time ago, near the start of GTA Online, you actually used to be able to blow this up. You were able to plant sticky bombs like inside of the front of it, where like the engine is, and just blow it up, and the train just literally blows up. But now you can't do anything with it, you can't stop it, can't blow it up, can't slow it down. It's just the one constant in this game that cannot be stopped. And we all have, at one point, tried to take our characters out in the funniest way possible on a highway. In the game, it's funny because if you get hit right, your character will go flying in like a cartwheel pose, or other times, hell, you could even get smacked between multiple vehicles, and it can be for a very funny experience. And sometimes you just you don't want to drive, you just kind of want to get hit by traffic, I guess. I mentioned this in the intro, we all at one point have also picked up a prostitute, let's be real here. I think it's kind of in our nature just to try and pick up a prostitute and see how it goes. And for a little fun fact, if you have a female character in GTA Online, a prostitute will act like they're a male character and, you know, do things that don't make sense on a female character. And very similar to that, we all have went to the strip club. I mean, men will be men, girls will be girls. And sometimes we just want to sit down and enjoy some melons. And whenever you come across this tunnel that's underground, under the highway, I guess under the city really, you probably have used it to escape the cops at one point or another. I do it all the time. For like the arcade setups, for the Diamond Casino heist, I always use this because it brings me right to my arcade. Sometimes you're gonna fly through it with no problem. Other times you might even blow up because there's some explosives in there. You might even flip over your car and get stuck. Who really knows with this? It's always fun to go in this tunnel though. Many years back, I can't really give you an exact year, they added wheelies to muscle cars. No matter what car you have, if it's a muscle car, it can do a wheelie. Even some cars that are in like a sports classic or I think compact, that might be a bit of a stretch, can do wheelies sometimes. And we've all tried to get our car to do the longest wheelie possible, and I believe the car that can do the longest wheelie is the Imperator with nitrous. And it's always fun to do this because you get a huge speed boost from wheelies as well. So if you're doing drag races, I mean, that's one way to win them. And intrusive thoughts are a very powerful thing. And in this game, you don't really have a consequence of doing it. So I think we all can agree that at one point, we just want to drive right into a gas pump and blow up. Plain and simple. Nothing else to that. Whenever we're new players, I mean, we all rob a store. That's kind of like in our nature. The game doesn't really present us with any opportunity at the start. So, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Robbing a store, that'll get you a couple thousand, which is pennies in this game. But either way, we've all done it. Going back over to Fort Zancudo, we definitely have all tried to steal a jet before. Sometimes it goes good. You're gonna get the jet flawlessly like I did in gameplay. Other times you're gonna get absolutely destroyed by a tank. Either way, it's fun, and a jet's always great to have in the game as well. Now this also might be contradicting the point of the video because I don't think everyone has done this, but a lot of people have probably did the turning wheel glitch. Now to do this, you have to like duck in your car, hold handbrake, and then turn left and right, and then eventually get out of your car. It's a bunch of different actions that I don't really want to explain right now, but this is just a feature that would be cool to have naturally in the game. It looks really good for pictures and cars. It can make cars look way better at car meets, and it's just something that is a very small detail that you can do, but it's great. And we all love going extremely fast through downtown Vinewood and just smacking right into a car or a building. Because of how the streets are, you can catch a lot of airtime, and it usually leads to a bunch of consequences of either landing on vehicles, hitting vehicles on the side, hitting a vehicle then going right into a building. It just never really ends well if you're going like 200 miles an hour down one of these streets. It just doesn't work. And then lastly, we all have at one point watched one of these videos. I mean, I have curiosity, man. That's us humans. That's how we are. Kind of a very cliche ending. I think that's the right word. I had to even look up the definition there. But, I mean, we've all done it. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you guys got any great ideas, like always, let me know in the comments. And if I can make a part 2 to this, let me know. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out, everybody. Hope you all stay safe out there.